It's week 9 of the...
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9?
Taken at the goal line.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss.
Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he'll take it just outside the 40.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started ho-humming that performance. And finally, you said, he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They better be careful what they wish for, ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On second down, McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They'll drop to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Quentin Williams with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Prescott now. He gets this one to Johnson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For the Rams, it's 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Prescott. He's taken down inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll throw again. Prescott. Touchdown, Rams.
Traylon Burks,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Done good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 9 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
He's got Smith here. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Byron Young.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Rams to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Here now 2nd and 4.
Prescott from the gun.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Prescott on first down.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 5 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete there to Bateman.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Done good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now McCaffrey, off right tackle. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Here's Christopher Dunn now for the field goal.
This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense taking over again. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll try right side with Perkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more. And finally marked down at the 23. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Huskies are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Rams now coming out on the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Cummings. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards
inch closer. He's down to about the 2.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to extend their lead. Done good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back to throw now on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Prescott's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now a second and 10.
Cameron Dantzler on the coverage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
36 yards. That's good for a.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and 5. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Huskies get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here's Saunders. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled you have to remain as a defender.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we'll welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard, because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Prescott off play action.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
4th down, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Here's Prescott. And it's complete right back to Ridley. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. throw left side complete. That's Cummings. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Prescott yet again.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he returns this to the 22.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Prescott. He gets it left side to Johnson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. 7 catches for him now, and his last one, a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Prescott.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. It's 86-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott.
Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play action now, Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. It's complete, Burks. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. To throw is Prescott. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Done good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 9 now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Shifts, fighting through it. He's got space. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Robert Spillane, the linebacker, there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Houston set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Alton Robinson
From his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Back to throw here.
Shakir hauls it in.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
It's a room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down.
Prescott off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On play action, Prescott.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Houston's offense taking over again. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They're going to look to throw.
Now he fires deep for Shakir.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
74 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Los Angeles, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for Houston, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's Madden.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Murray.
And this pass broken up. And the contact leveled time there, and now 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Geno. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Bears at 11-3 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. I expect them to do just that.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Throwing again is Smith.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Off of play action. Here's Smith sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danielle Hunter drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here to add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here's Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Nick Bosa. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Now Geno on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bears.
visit the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Pierce now up the middle. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. You look at this Bears defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. He adds the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Smith. Over the middle, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Smith. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the Seahawks 46-yard line.
Here's Smith. He finds Hopkins complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 24-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Play action. It's Smith.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Seahawks 15-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. 17-0 our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Geno.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. To come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Smith now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Smith. And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. Geno Smith, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to get going again.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The Smith's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Now Smith.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the catch made by Hopkins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Smith throwing again. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Smith. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter, and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mecole Hardman, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And out now come the Seahawks. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Murray off play action. Powers by at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Throw right side here taken in by Bateman.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Murray from midfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Seahawks.
Shotgun now from Murray.
They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Murray now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now Geno on 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good. For a Bears 1st down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. A shotgun snap for Smith. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Down the left sideline. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Lions who come in and get the road victory. Ramondre Stevenson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. A touchdown there for Tyler Algier. It was a former comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, who was sharp in the first half. He was downright amazing with 3 touchdown passes and another one scored on the ground for good measure.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now it's Smith. He'll dump this off to Achane. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A 61-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and control of this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Seattle.
First and 10, it's Pierce. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Now Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Hopkins' kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white
Waving the
flag
white, I
and
was
just
just gonna
want to
say
get out
that.
of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Second and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Now Geno. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. B.J. Hill coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Another carry for Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, here's Pierce. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Murray going to throw. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's Murray. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Seahawks 10.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd and 5.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. In motion right is Hopkins. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Geno now to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now Murray off play action. Out to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 22-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Throw to the right. Caught by Dulcich.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Achane on the counter.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith rolling to, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Bears, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.